This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Watch us fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. That drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares, but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Why, hello there, and welcome to King of the Hill podcast. I'm Mike.
And I am still rusty.
He is still rusty.
Not sad.
Hey,
I'm not sad.
you are not a sad boy.
not a
We
sad boy.
are on a Friday episode here. This is a That Ain't Right Friday. I'm trying something new as far as the layout goes. It looks like we're presenting a very special opportunity to you guys who can buy some knives or something. But
Yeah.
this is what we're going to do. And we'll see
Welcome
how this works.
to the propane pyramid scheme. Yeah.
That's right. You got it. So generally on a Friday, what we'll do is we'll go over something that's King of the Hill adjacent. And this one happens to be an article from MSN. This was in the last couple of weeks, and it's called Hank Hill's Best Grilling-Related Burns on King of the Hill. Now,
And I actually have an email first to read.
Oh, yeah, let's go for it. Go for it. Read us the email.
Okay, so we've got a fan email, guest request fan email. So I imagine I will email this person back and we'll see if we could get him on as a guest. But it is a fan mail here. So hello, folks. I've been gearing up for the new KOTH episodes, and I found your show while reading about it. So I imagine this is a viewer that we got again from that cool article from that journalist in Austin. So I'm also a podcaster. I'm working on a scripted horror podcast in an H.P. Lovecraft setting, as well as a weekly Star Wars podcast. And I also help with my daughter's school official podcast, Nothing But Respect. In the Boxing Luann episode, you guys invited people to reach out if they wanted to come on, and boy, howdy, I would love to talk Hill with you guys. Specifically, I'd like to share a couple of things I've noticed. I'm sure you have as well. There are two notable storylines that are duplicated between King of the Hill and Parks and Recreation. Of course, you know, the production companies share several common names, but the story arcs are remarkably similar. So I thought this was pretty interesting how he kind of related a lot of different things to each other. So when John Redcorn changes up his marginally successful rock band to become the very successful children's performer, Redcorn, this story arc is repeated beat for beat in Parks and Rec. Andy Dwyer follows the same path as he pivots his marginally successful singing career with Mouse Rat into becoming a hugely successful children's performer, Johnny Karate. So I thought that's a pretty cool one. So this also highlights the connection between the two in that Ken Hotate, the chief of the Wamapoke Indian tribe in PNR, is played by Jonathan Joss, who also voices John Redcorn. So there's that overlap there. Yeah. Another clear mirror between the two series is in the episode where Hank learns that he was, to his shame, born in New York. And that exact story arc is repeated in Parks and Recreation, where Leslie Knope learns that she was born in the neighboring town, Eagleton. Mm-hmm. So, which is the villain city of the series, if you've never seen it. And if you haven't seen it, I recommend going watch it. It's an amazing television program. It's hilarious.
One of my favorite scenes is where Parker Posey shows up, and she's like the Leslie Knope for Eagleton, and they get into a garbage fight where they're throwing like bags of garbage at each other. She gives a waffle to her dog so the dog will be able to shit easier. So that's very much is Leslie.
Yeah, and to finish the email off, he makes he says that the reason why he wants to come on the show is because he wants to make an argument for Dale being a veteran. So he says, last but not least, did you know Dale was a veteran? I hope I have the chance to discuss it with you. If you have no need for a random guest,
Oh
if
no,
you
I'd
have,
love to have you as a guest. Yeah.
yeah, he says, just let me know and I'll share how I know Dale is a veteran. It's a one throwaway line in one episode, and it could
Okay.
be Dale just making up a story, but it's a clear indication. Hope you guys continue to have all the success you're having. Great show, Brian Karasek. I think that's how his
Thanks,
name is.
Brian. Yeah, man, we'd love to have you on. That would be great. I'd like to talk to you about those other shows you're doing too.
Yeah, and
especially on my
I'll email him back. I haven't emailed him back yet, but I'll email him back and talk to him.
Especially the audio drama stuff you're putting together. I am very, very interested.
Yeah,
in
that's
that.
cool. I'm interested in that too. HP Lovecraft is pretty good. I like HP Lovecraft. The Cthulhu
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm looking for more stories to produce. All right, so we've got Hank Hill's best grilling related burns on King of the Hill. Everyone knows that according to King of the Hills, Hank Hill Sweet Lady Propane is the only way to grill. And despite being polite, upstanding, God-fearing Texan, Hank has been known to throw shade at other methods of grilling.
He does.
If only to illustrate how inferior they are, clean burning fuel known as propane. Here are Hank's 5 best grilling related burns, mostly at the expense of forces.
I got a comment about the clean burning fuel thing, and that's one of the things that kind of like trips me out about Hank Hill, because Texas is generally like, we're all about burning with wood, cooking with wood, cooking with pecan, or cooking with white oak or something like that. So the fact that Hank Hill is so ingrained in the propane culture is kind of like antithetical to Texas cooking. Like him wanting to be this propane guy, I think it's more about his association with propane through his like love of being employed than it is like Texas culture. Because it might be the New York rubbing off on him a little bit, but a lot of like Texas culture is smoke. Like we want, you want a good, nice smoky pecan, or specifically like any major barbecue joint in Texas, like all the big known names like Black's Barbecue from where the hell's that city? Lockhart, Llano, having Cooper's. All those guys cook with white oak, or Austin, the Franklin Barbecue down there in Austin in the downtown area. All of those guys, like mostly Texas barbecue is known for, there's a lot of oak in Texas. So I just wanted to put that in, since we were talking about grilling and King of the Hill. I just think that the propane thing is kind of like not as Texan as Hank is, as Hank wants to be, kind of thing.
Sure. No, absolutely. I think you're absolutely right about that. So there's only 5 of these, and number 5, it says it's on charcoal. In season 5, episode Hank and the Great Glass Elevator, Peggy and Bobby try charcoal by accident and begin indulging in its smoky goodness behind Hank's back until he finds a briquette in their kitchen. Hank feels betrayed and treats the situation like a parent who found drugs in their kid's bedroom.
Yeah, it's like holding a baggie of charcoal, like, whose is this? Yeah.
He says his best line on the matter is when he shouts at Peggy, "There's soot under my boy's nails. You don't get that from a clean burning fuel." And I believe I have a clip here. Hold up.
Luann, you ran out of burgers, and I think I know why. They are delicious, and we ate them all.
No problem. I just grilled up some more.
Really cool. Charcoal?
Maybe no one's ever taken the time to tell Dad how much better charcoal is.
And no one ever will. Now strip off your clothes, put them in the washer, and throw in some fish sticks. Your father has got a nose like a Doberman.
I wouldn't be surprised to find out charcoal is better to heat your house with, too.
Hello?
Hi, it's me. Something's come up that I'm not very proud of, and, well, we're being kicked out of the hotel, so I'll be back a little earlier than planned.
Okay. I cannot wait to see you. I love you. He is on his way.
I mean, that's rough, right? That is rough.
That's hilarious. I think it's real funny how they treat it. Like she's on the phone with him, like he could hear the charcoal breathing or something.
Oh yeah, she knows. She knows. She's been with him long enough. She knows. All right, the second one. This is number 4 on electric stoves. When Hank and Peggy feed the dogs of Hank's boss, Hank is horrified when Peggy points out that Buck Strickland owner of Strickland Propane owns an electric oven.
Owns an electric oven, yeah.
His
Well, that's the
reply-
thing is I think that the reason why he has an electric oven is because he's got a newer style house, and even though Texas does have a lot of like you can generally get gas in most places in your home, he probably just had this new house built and new appliances and stuff like that, and he doesn't care. It's not as dedicated as Hank is, but we'll go ahead and here's a reply.
Our house was built in 1999, and it's only electric. I mean, you can't get gas out here.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't get-
The further away you get from older neighborhoods, because like
Yeah.
you said, y'all are a newer addition. So
Crazy.
most of my
25
side
years.
of town over here in the eastern
Yeah.
side, eastern Belmead, Axtell out that way, we could all get gas out here because
Oh,
whenever the-
good. I would love to have an actual burner on my stove.
Yeah, gas is better. Gas is better to cook with as far as in your home. Now, barbecuing. So, like, I agree with Hank on the fact of having your gas for your home is good because gas for your home, you could. That's like power goes out, you got heat. Power goes out, you can still cook, that kind of thing.
Sure.
So
Let's get. You can say the
that's
same
part of
thing
it.
for you can say the same thing for like a landline telephone. I mean, everybody makes fun of people having a landline telephone, but the electricity in the landline stays active even after your lights goes out. So
Yeah, absolutely.
technically, you could still use your landline phone, or you could use it to power something if you absolutely had to, and you knew how to rewire it.
Yeah, there's
so-
already summed it up. Propane is a business to Buck. It's a religion to Hank. There you go.
That's
That
true.
sums that up.
Exactly right.
We'll be right back after these quick words from our sponsors. This is Rogue Media Network.
Indulge in Blum's luxurious Lotus flower rolls. The green Lotus roll bursts with a caramel apple flavor, while the blue Lotus roll offers a smooth berry cream sensation. With our Crush for Flavor technology, enjoy an instant burst of natural, intense flavor anytime you desire. Elevate your experience with the finest creations nature has to offer. Explore the full collection at blumleaf.com. That's BLUMLEAF.com. Blumleaf. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open-source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
And now, back to our show.
So when she says that he's got an electric oven, Hank replies, "Well, it better be self-cleaning because I think I'm going to vomit." I mean, that's a damn good quote right there. I love that. Let's see if that's what this one is. Hang on one second.
Does anyone know what this means? You're going to be doing drug testing? You're thinking of PCP, and yes, we are. PDP, peak demand pricing. This weather has created a propane shortage. Therefore, market forces dictate that we raise our prices. In business school, that's called supply and demand.
Yeah, well, in the real world, that's called sticking it to people when they need us most.
Hank, can we dialogue for a second? I know this must be difficult for you. So I'm working out some flex time so you can feed Mr. Strickland's dogs and clean their mess.
Look, let me tell you something you can only learn from experience. You got to treat people with respect. You know who taught me that? Buck Strickland.
Why didn't Buck Strickland pick you to be boss, Dad?
Well, sometimes in life, curveball and such, that's your ride.
See, that sums up Artie's point right there. You know, he defends Buck no matter what. And after
No
this
matter
is when he
what.
finds out about the electric stove, but he just keeps defending Buck and keeps defending propane, which again, religion to him, business to Buck. Buck could care less, honestly.
I don't care as long as the money's being made. Yeah, and actually, I think Buck would be on board with the price increase.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Buck doesn't care as long as he's getting his cash and he can pay it for his hookers. All right, number 3 on novelty grills. When Hank meets George Foreman, an episode we just did, the boxer asks Hank if he's open to selling his trademark grills at Strickland Propane. Hank apologizes, explaining that they have a strict policy against novelty grills. When Foreman gets offended at the term, Hank doubles down, saying that Foreman grills are more like an iron and they're a great product for dieters or little girls who want to play barbecue, which I don't know if that's what you want to tell the former champion of the world, but here we go.
Nah, I don't.
So if you like your food lean, mean, and tasty, don't forget to pick up one on your way out.
Mr. Foreman, sir, I know you don't know me, but I'd like a minute of your time.
You want a grill?
No, sir. I'm pretty well set for grills. I sell them for a living, along with propane and propane accessories.
Good man. What can I do for you?
Well, my niece Luann challenged your daughter to a boxing match, and she's not even in Frida's league. But I haven't been able to bring myself to tell her that. So I was thinking if you guys can drop out of the fight, Luann won't get her feelings hurt, or her face hurt for that matter.
I respect that you want to protect your niece. You know I didn't want my daughter to become a boxer. Neither did Mohammed. But Joe Frazier, on the other hand, he had his baby girl boxing in the crib.
So you'll cancel
I
the
love how
fight,
Joe
champ?
Frazier's a
You
third
got
in
it.
this.
Thank you. You're acting just like I'd expect a gold medalist to.
Hey, maybe there's something you can do for me. How'd you feel about carrying my grill in your shop?
Oh, sorry, we have a strict policy about that. No novelty grills.
Novelty grill?
Yeah, you know, no offense, but your grill is kind of like an iron.
You're calling my grill an iron? I've been hit below the belt before, but nothing like this.
I think it's a great product for dieters or little girls who want to play barbecue, but you can't compare it to a propane-powered grill.
Fight on!
What? No.
I said fight on. What's the matter? Smelling all that propane cause you brain damage? That's what it does, you know.
No, that is not accurate. Those studies were all done on sick monkeys. And at least my grill isn't sold in housewares.
Oh, I love that. I love that. At least
I
my
like
grill
that.
is
Yeah, that's a good one.
housewares. That's so good.
I like how he slows it down. Housewares.
Housewares. It's good for dieters and little girls. All right, number 2 on mesquite, and that is something that a lot of places around here cook with. And a lot of people
Yeah,
cook
mesquite.
with.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
Says in season 1, when Hank brings his new neighbor Con a propane tank doing barbecue, Con declines it and saying, "I cook with mesquite, gives me nice taste of wood." To which Hank replies, "But I cook with propane, gives meat nice taste of meat." That's a pretty damn good quote there. Gives meat nice quote of, or nice taste of meat. Here we go.
Howdy, Con.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Here you go. I thought you might enjoy 7.5 gallons of pure premium propane.
Are you kidding? No, I cook with mesquite. Give meat a nice taste of wood.
And I cook with propane. Gives meat nice taste of meat.
I love that. I love the
Yeah, I
thing
like
from.
that too.
I love when Con says, "Howdy, howdy, howdy." It reminds me of Toy Story. You know, they've got the dinosaur. I think dresses up like he puts Woody's hat on.
It's the
Howdy,
shark.
howdy, howdy. Yeah,
It's
the shark. That's
Yeah.
right. Howdy, 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 howdy. That's exactly what that feels like.
I've
All
watched
right,
that
and then-
movie probably 1,000 times within the last
it's a great movie.
2.5 years. My
I don't doubt that.
my middle child loves it.
Well, they could like a lot worse. So not a bad
Well,
thing.
there's at least 4 movies to watch from, so I don't have to watch the same one over and over.
It's true. It's true. I think they're making a 5th.
Yeah, they are. Hopefully, it's good.
The last one here is Hank on well done steaks, and I have to tell you that I am on Hank's side on this one.
I agree.
If you're going to cook a steak well done, then why cook a steak?
Well, I can't, like, a lot of places when I tell them medium rare, they still cook it a little too much. So I always I have to tell them blue, do it rare because it always comes out wrong. And I would rather it be undercooked than overcooked when it comes to a steak.
There's a steakhouse here in town, BLVD, which is over in the new hotel built over there on Elm. And they are the only ones in town that know how to cook a Pittsburgh style or a black and blue, which means it's charred on the outside, but it's rare on the inside.
Yeah, I haven't eaten there yet. I've seen them there. I just haven't had an opportunity to go try them out yet.
Yeah, they're one of the only ones here in town that even knows what the hell I'm talking about when I say that. But Hank on Well Done Steak says Hank's best grill-related burn isn't reserved for a specific type of fuel, but for fools who prefer well-done steaks, even when cooked with propane. While Hank is showing his son how to cook the perfect medium rare steak, Bobby inquires, what if someone wants theirs well done? And Hank says, we asked them politely, yet firmly to leave. Hank correctly replies. So let's see that just real quick.
Firm, but with a little give. Yep, these are medium rare.
What if somebody wants theirs well done?
We ask them politely yet firmly to leave.
That's the best.
That's perfect. Yep, that's perfect.
I think that's one of the best quotes to ever come out of the show. But there you go. There's 5 of Hank's burns on either other kinds of cooking or on well-done steaks. And that's kind of what Fridays are all about. So, let's see. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to wrap it up, but you're keep going.
Yeah, no, I was going to say if you guys have any emails that you want to email in, we will read them live on air. So if you want to email us at bwaaakoth@gmail.com. And I will respond to you, and I will also read your email. We appreciate all engagement, negative, positive, or otherwise. So any emails that you guys want to send in, that would be great. We'll definitely check them out. And we appreciate you guys. And
if you want to be a guest, let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to have anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody that wants to be a guest, we'll gladly have you on. So I'm going to email that guy back and see if we can schedule him on. I'm going to get in contact with Trey and Lindsay and Austin and see if they want to come up and be on. They wanted to come up in person and be on since they're so close. And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then we could we'll do a little longer show with them since it's since they're driving all that way. So yeah,
middle of April, I'm going to be a guest on something called Geek Freaks Network.
Wow.
They reached out to us wanting to just have an interview. I think I'm just talking about podcasting and stuff, but I'll certainly drop a line on BWAAA. No, you're never overstepping your bounds, and we really appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here.
That's why I gave you the moderator thing. But for light heckling like that, just let it fly because it's funny. But like if somebody's being like racist or extreme, go ahead and slap
that kind of
stuff.
You can kick them out. Yeah, I just didn't want any reactions. So, but hey guys, thank you again for joining us. We always appreciate it. He's already told you where you can find us. Come back again Monday. Come back again next Friday. Come back on a Sunday and watch this live if you'd like. We would love to have you. And can't say enough about you guys who always show up.
Yeah,
thank you for being here. And I think there's just one thing left to say.
And that would be Wimatanye.
Yep. Wimatanye indeed.
This has been a Rogue Media Network